All right, turn 36. Boudica died. She was there like 2 turns. Ugh. Sun has lost 1 discipline. Okay. Okay. And what's the prophet want? Court mourns, new governor, and becomes endeared. Okay. That's all we wanted. Two workers, more barrackses. So that's gonna happen. We have to buy it, looks like. Ouch. Wait, we have a garrison. It's supposed to be a barracks. That's not so bad. Like to heal, we gotta deal with this stuff. Are we gonna repair this once more? Probably. We do need to build a settler out of there one day. Well, not a settler, but a disciple. Gonna attack here. Kill that. Let's move in there and shoot that. I don't know if I want this middle settle or not. Doesn't actually look that great, but we'll see. 21 actions left. I'm annoyed about this Boudica dying so quickly. The prophet could run that. Intelligent and righteous. Actually, not even bad stats. Holds the kids 6 and 4. Kind of need to tutor them. Oh, we got attacks down here as well. And this is one of these workers. Their barracks is okay. Come down here and help as well. Although we got a worker to do that in a couple turns. So quarries would be alright. Looks like they're in a heal. Let's take a look around with the scout. What is this? I don't know what the hell this event is. Sacred ground. I see. We have to choose one of the factions. I guess for now we should choose paganism. $11 actions left. Don't I have a second scout somewhere? Yeah, sure do. Boat wants to heal as well. Although it could shoot there, I don't know if it matters. Well, it might actually. could also attack with this unit and kill it. Yeah, let's do that. Five left. No workers. It's very tempting to run him here. 3.8 science, 10% increase. Tons of civics. All right, we'll fire him off in there. 2 left. All right, let's send it back. Turn 37. Wait, our wife's ill again. What else has happened? We're attacked. Okay. Dude, it's so weird. 2 barbs come out of the fog. Okay, sure. Alright, let's kill this before anything else. So that starts. Queen Consort is about to die. Follows that up, gets a level up. Alright, she gets discipline. My boat is taking damage. Well, we could probably clear this Gaul camp. I don't know about this turn, but soon. I want to be on a hill. Any hills? That's a hill. That's a hill too. It's probably there. 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 6.5. 9. Never exactly there, but sure. I don't think there's a reason to use this unit here. I think I'd rather heal so I can promote it. 2 pop-ups are Duchess is eloquent. It's a nice one. Alright, that's a lot of actions as a percentage of my total actions to deal with the barbarians I'm fighting at the moment. We're not taking Gauls. As wives. Kids 7. Alright, 3 workers. Well, 1 settler, 2 workers anyways. So we have our other growth. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 27, and 8/10. It's quite good. I assume we still want settlers. Seems likely to me. Gonna want one there. How long does it take to build? 5 years, not bad. Do I have a second scout somewhere? I do, it's stuck in no man's land. We did pay for the garrison, so that's good. Building specialists here. Could build specialists here. Profit gives a little bit of advantage to doing that. Five years is a long ass time for a specialist though. Question is, what else am I going to build? I really do not need another warrior right now. Early disciple does nothing for us, correct? Till monasticism. Besides having it built, I suppose. I'm possibly building the unique building. Do I get to know what that is? Is there some way I can go through like the Zoroastrianism menus and figure out what their unique buildings are? Doesn't look like it. Maybe through the help menu. Disciple, temple, monastery, cathedral, religion. I know there's an associated wonder. I just don't know how to find it. Can build monastery, temple, cathedral. There it is. Urban improvement. 20% culture. Disciple every 20 years. 20 civics, 200 civics, 200 stone, 1 order. Requires holy city and culture developing. You can absolutely build that. Another artisan, I was going to call it Chaldean, but that's a different family. Or rather, a different faction with this family. The Mangonid. Magonid? Who knows? I don't hate building that. I could build a specialist or a worker in here. Kind of tempted to build that other worker. More workers for this family are good. We're eventually going to want to drop mines and lumber mills on every single appropriate tile of that faction. It's kind of a bummer the city still those lumber mills, but so be it. Could drop a city in here. Not a very good city. A little bit of growth. Pretty much nothing else in it. Could just be a military city. It's fine for a military city. It's going to be 1 year till we clean this out. Could settle there immediately. This is a little bit better of a city. Not clear to me what family that wants to be. I don't think boats are going to be all that relevant to this game. I think I would kind of rather not settle that spot unless I have to. A lot of cities. I'm going to build this mostly because I do not need a warrior and I don't have anything else to build in there. And I'm build a worker over here at the cost of the specialist. Now the hopeful, he's not cruel, right? No. Okay. Long ass build for this, but only the holy city can build the disciples, and this city doesn't have any food, which kind of sucks. I guess we can get the pasture too. That looks like that might be kind of high priority for us, just to make this build a little bit more palatable. I mean, it's literally that or a warrior, so I suppose like treasury or something. All right, this worker. Horses over there. I learned what this is. It's 9 tiles by water, regardless of your movement pips. Or regardless, excuse me, of your base movement. Which is kind of nuts. So we want that. We I want you to come down here. We might not even want that. We might wish to move closer. Depends what else we have to do. Settler here could move it closer so we could settle this next turn. That seems better than what I was planning. So like 2 to there, or 1 to there, I guess. And I want to heal. And then I kind of want to bring this guy back and heal. And that would be it if we were okay with that sequence of events. I suppose the other thing we should look at is what is this guy doing? Rally troops would level us again. It's the only reason to do this. Don't need either of these, or rather I have a lot of civics and also a lot of training rate. I don't like just burning civics, although I could, for example, rush the disciple. Convert religion. This is my character, right? I don't care what religion my character is. Although I guess if we were both, we'd get extra yields if we're both this. Let's suppose that costs me, doesn't give me any experience, right? I mean, that's a pretty decent amount of civics we're losing. Since as courtier, it's 19.3. If we up its opinion, another 50%, right? Which I guess isn't that much. I'd like to heal that boat. If this weren't, I'm going to rally troops. If this weren't right at the experience level, I wouldn't bother, but it is, so I'm going to. And then I'm going to buy 1 order, which almost is a waste, and move this into this border so it starts idle healing. And then we'll call it a turn. Okay, turn 38. Full disclosure here, I've done this turn before. I'm doing it again because I want to make a point, and the point was getting a bit rambly in the middle of the context of experiencing it for the first time. So I just force quit the game, restarted the video, and here we are recording this turn again. Okay, wife has recovered. New head of the Dodonian family here. A luxury trade. This is the first of the things I want to talk about. This is probably a bug as it stands right now. This generates either a gems or a salt if I wish to do those. In this city here is a developing culture event. The location it triggers in is unknown to you as the player until you do it, but you can hit back to see that. So for example, here we build the salt there, and then we hit back. And if we take a move in between, for example, if I wish to kill this unit, and now I take that same event again. Oh, that one didn't actually change it. It was previously changing it. I don't know what that means. A couple other events, something else. But anyways, this position can be gamed. We would like that to not be able to be gamed with the undo. Which brings me into the next conversation here. And this one I want to do now. So my take on the undo feature in cloud games is this. I really like it because it puts my opponent on their best foot forward fighting me. So they misclick, no punish for that. If they make a silly decision and realize halfway through their turn, that's a pretty silly decision, they can fix that. They have a military move that's off by 1/2 of a damage because they forgot to bring the hill promoted one as opposed to the anti-melee promoted one, or whatever the hell the difference is. It gives them the ability to fix that easily. That means my opponent gets to put forth their best foot each time, and myself as well, not to exclude that. It just makes for the most interesting gameplay. It's both players playing at their best with the ability to fix minor mistakes in the middle of a turn. Cool. Really, really like that. Here's where it falls apart a little bit and needs some stuff done. First of all, scouts. I try to be pretty good about scout movement in that I try not to do undue scout movement, and I particularly try not to do things like, oh, I'm going to scout some stuff, look for a goodie hut, and then, oh, there's some military units here, back it up. Try not to do stuff like that because I don't like it on scouts. Scouts is not about undoing scout movements is not about your best move, putting your best foot forward. It's about exploiting an undo system to get additional intelligence for rarities like goodie huts. So don't like it with scouts. I would personally like scouts not to have an undo feature at all, although I don't really know what that does. Besides, at the moment, probably most players, I assume most players are playing like I do, where they're not undoing scout movement all the time. But there's nothing you can stop to do that, right? Because you can always, at any time you want, just force quit the game, and that will end the turn and reset the turn. Now, I don't know what the solution to that is. I'm less worried about the scout one. It only is really going to become a play if you're playing against a guy who's particularly scummy, or you're in like a tournament or something, right? In which case, who knows, you know? But there is something else that I really do not like right now that is partial about the undo feature. And let me show you that. So we set up last turn to kill this camp. We did the math. We knew we were going to kill it with all these units attacking it 2 rounds. 2 things have happened here. The first is randomly the Numidians have fired off 2 units from the fog to come attack me. This one has come over here and started attacking me, and this one has come over here and attacked me. It's not even a Numidian fucking camp. This is just Numidians being the most annoying of the factions. The horse archer faction, right? Super, super irritating. But, you know, I can live with that. That's I think the tribal faction should be the same difficulty for dealing with, or the spread should be a little bit more distributed. I think they're supposed to be distributed in bands, but if I look for what my opponent's dealing with, they're dealing with the Danes, where I'm dealing with the horse archers. Mostly it's not that big of a deal, but it is more of an effort for the player dealing with the horses because they show up more, they're less predictable, and they come from the fog more often to kill stuff. Old World is a game about optimization. The order system is literally that, like, personified essentially, right? Which is every movement is supposed to be calculated. You do things because you're trying to eke out incremental advantage off each action you take. If you have one more action than the opponent, it's supposed to be meaningful. So losing units needlessly or being set and put into positions where your units just die outside of your control are extremely bad for that element of it. You know, everything else is this, well, I built my barracks 1 turn earlier. I took wisdom over charisma so I could get the text sooner, blah, 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 right? It's this small thing. This event is the dumbest event ever because here I am. I set up to kill this. I set up to kill it. Oh, look, now we have a new event. This event is the thing you killed is gone. It's respawned 4 more fucking units. And last time, and this is funny too, the spawns aren't even the same. Last time when I did this, which was my first time, enemies surrounded this unit entirely and it was unable to move. Now, it doesn't really matter that, well, hold on, it says, the impact is not just that. So now here, yes, we have a better movement, but look at what the impact is here. The settler, I've spent orders to get closer so I can settle it next turn, is no longer able to settle it. In fact, it can't even stay in this area because it will die or be forced to repair. These units have already moved, so cannot move again, and are now actually surrounded by a large force of enemies. There's now 6 enemies here surrounding this. And this unit, this time, didn't get surrounded, but last time was surrounded, which will kill it, because it can't get out and it doesn't have enough HT to survive a round. And here's where the undo feature really breaks down. First of all, events like this should not be in this game as multiplayer. I get it, they're interesting single player events. They make the your game-to-game single player be a little bit different. And that's fine. I'm fine for that. Just flag it as a single player only event and we can be done with that. But this event as a multiplayer event, I can play around it if I know it's coming. If it's totally random or something I don't know about, I cannot play around it. And if I'm not using the undo feature, which I don't want to do for events that are me responding to shit, kind of like this, I don't want to do it here. I don't want to make the conditional decision of I'm going to play my turn differently, knowing how this events will play out. But if I don't, I'm going to lose between 1 and 3 units here. And losing 1 to 3 units in a game where it's about eking out small amounts of advantage every single turn is devastating. So here, the undo feature will walk me backwards from that. And I will use that information going forth with full disclosure here, not because I want to or that I think that should be in here, but because it's so insanely dumb that I'm going to have to. So I want that event. I would like that event to be single player only. All right. By the way, let's check here. because I wanted to make this point over here as well. Where's this one now spawning? Yeah, see how the salt's moved? This is like halfway through a turn, and now the salt spawns over here if we want salt. I don't want to game things like that. I don't want to be incentivized to undo, redo, make a move, undo, redo, make a move to find the optimal placement for those. So I'll report the salt one. The salt one's probably a mistake. There's a lot of things that are not really random events. They're only random. They're random determined at the start of your turn kind of deal. But things like this just need to go. And I'll test this. I don't know the answer to this, but I suspect next turn that if I kill this, we're not guaranteed that event. So we'll see. Anyway, let's move through the rest of the turn, rant over. I'm not killing this Gaul unit because I don't want to lose all my guys. There's already 2 extra units that have popped out of the fog to attack me. It's already annoying enough, in other words. All right. Oh, I didn't back it up enough. Fuck. There's still 1 attack. Wait, why was that not 2? Because the tile was... So like here, this is a very good example of where I do like an undo, right? I'm like, oh, I'm unclear on my pathing. I thought I was going to save 1 order by going there, but I didn't. Anyways. All right, warrior promotion 30, warrior promotion 90, warrior promotion 30. I hate that I have to back this worker up. Hate it. The settler up, I mean. Another unit showed up over here. All right, what's the other event? Salt or a romance event. It would level us, but presumably we're going to level next turn when we can finish this anyways. And I don't think there's a lot of benefit in having an additional wife right now, or I don't think it's a wife. I think this is just someone that we are. I wonder what she ends up doing. I don't know if this is a courtier event or a lover event. It reads like a lover event. Lover events don't necessarily give me anything that we care about, so I'll probably just take the gold per turn for as long as we're alive, which probably isn't that much longer. All right, 9 actions. I need military this way. Does path me through that city center. We'll go there. All right, 5 left. And 5 workers. Settler that we just moved. Worker here. Oh, I should make a decision about this. Salt or gems. So we have gems online next turn. I don't particularly care about which of these it is outside of the fact that I want enough luxuries for my families. Gems is one of them, and salt is one of them, although we are planning on settling here. That will give us salt, but perhaps not immediately. I would like salt in the city. I'd like salt right there. Salt over here is quite a bit more annoying. It blocks my development of city center places without the easy barracks essentially get blocked over here. Which sucks. There's no adjacencies there either. See what I mean? I don't want to game this, but that's a clearly worse spot for me than that one, where I could at least get mine adjacencies in a city that gets mine bonuses off that. And where's the other one? Gems. Where does gems spawn? There. It's a better spot for me of those two. It should, how that event should work is it should tell me the 2 locations it's going to spawn, and some of those events will tell you where they spawn. That one just doesn't, and it should not change across the course of the turn, no matter when I do it. Here, I guess I'll take, I don't know, do I take gems here or salt? So now we know where they're spawning, there versus there. I could try another action and see if it moves it. What would that look like? That would look like barracks are done in here. We're still building a worker. We need quarries and mines and food a little bit. There's 2 more tiles down here I wouldn't mind improving. This city would like another barracks. My 2 workers are down here. I want to get growth in there. It's a lot of workers we're building. Not actually sure. Mines in this city are good since Chaldean bonus or artisan family bonus. So are lumber mills. Those are definitely going to be lumber mills. That likely is going to be a lumber mill. I already have our adjacencies there. Quarries in here are good. It's a little bit expensive to move there. I do need wood, but not immediately this turn. Adding orders is excellent for us. Do we have we have shrines available? We do. So we've got a shrine there and a shrine there. We want a shrine there. What's our 4th and final shrine? Or do we already build it? 4th and final shrine is Grove adjacencies give food, healing idle units. I guess they're not groves till you upgrade them, so it's pretty useless. So we could do it for culture somewhere. The cities we'd like culture in are this city. That city's gonna get culture from the upgraded mine. This city has culture already. It's already hit developing. Actually, a garrison in here would be kind of nice. I wonder what happens if I place the garrison on the tile that it wants to build the luxury on. We could test that. That might be worth doing here. Equally far away or equally close, depending on how you look at it. We took spoked wheel. Did we want spoked wheel? I guess we didn't really have a lot of choices. I would like that growth. So what if we go there, start our pasture, and then we go here and start our, oh, it moved again. Okay, all right, sure, that's fine over there. It's actually the better spot's back to the first spot. And then we start our garrison. Does it matter? Yeah. Well, probably doesn't matter. Could we make it matter if we built stronghold here? And then built range, strong garrison, barracks. So yeah, if we build the garrison there, which would require a barracks there first, if we move this unit and start a barracks there, this unit is very likely to move and attack us. So if I build, so this wants to be garrison, and this wants to be barracks. Start the first barracks there. So 1, buy 2 orders, 2, barracks. just slow. But all right, can start there. One more worker. Oh, 3 more workers. Okay, that's all the orders I have this year. But I want to, again, I'll report the exploit of being able to move this around a little bit. Don't like that. And I really hate this event. Hate this event. I just don't think it helps the game at all to have a random event that spawns 4 units that kill your guys that you can back out of and are basically obligated to back out of that if you have any belief in, I'm going to buy another tile and heal this. Any belief in not losing units randomly to garbage. Anyways, end the turn here.